Now for the lovely stuff. I'm going to break this up just a little bit more, because if you don't have these stems broken quite enough, what will happen is they'll poke you as they go down if you don't chew them really well, or be a little bit like eating shredded wheat. You know, well, that's the only thing I have against shredded wheat is, now, this is just perfect bite-sized pieces, I think. You know, and look, that looks good already, doesn't it? We've cleaned these. These are so prolific, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to cut one of them up. Actually, I'm going to put this in this little bowl here, because this is going to be, actually this bowl, I'm going to mix this in our salad dressing a little later. I'm going to kind of treat it like garlic. Now you press it down a little bit and chop it up real fine. And this, I think it's more like garlic than an onion in the taste. But it's really different too, so don't use it as a substitute for garlic. You'll be disappointed. Don't use it as a substitute for onion. But sort of, it's kind of a place sort of in the middle. And I'm going to put a little bit of the green in there. Just really, I think that's about enough. Okay, add that to that, because we're going to add our oil and vinegar and stuff in there in a little bit. Whoops, don't need this piece in there. Okay, now I think we're ready to add the dandelions. And of course, you know, these are also packed full of vitamins, so we'll put these in there. We're turning out to be a big salad. I better invite a troop of folks over, because I'm not going to eat that for dinner. At least not the whole thing. Okay. Now let's add some of these lovely red bud blossoms. Now that's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. And big handful. Now the reason I'm saving all these extra violets, I have something else in store with them. Look at that. Now, too bad Mother's Day isn't this month, or in April, when the violets and the red buds will be all gone time Mother's Day comes around, or at least mostly gone. The red buds will certainly stop blooming. Otherwise, wouldn't that make a lovely Mother's Day brunch? Okay, I think we need a little olive oil and vinegar for our dressing. So let's see. I don't tend to measure things, so I think that's about right. You know, you just have to have just enough to kind of balance the oil with a little something tart. And you mix it up a little bit with that wild garlic. And I'm going to put a little sea salt. Okay. Get it kind of. Now you can make it fancy, you know. I could go in and get a little bit of mustard. If I wanted to go slightly sweet route, I could add a little honey. But I think I'm just going to eat it a little bit straight up. And I like to whip it around a little bit like that. And of course, we have to do a taste test. Ooh, I think it needs a little water, a dash of water. I'll go get some. Sometimes it gets that, just need to cut it just a little bit. And you know, I think I am going to add a little honey to it. Okay. You know, when it comes to making homemade dressings, it's kind of a, you know, it's a taste thing. Some people like theirs a little sweet, some like it a little savory. A lot of times I don't like mixing sweet with onion, garlic-y kind of thing, but this time I think it's going to work all right. We'll see. All right, there we have it. All we do now is add it to just a little. And I'll save the rest for the side. Oh, that's good. Glad I sweetened it. Now, who's ready for lunch or dinner? You ready for some dinner? Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed yourself today. I know I have. I've loved being out and the changing light and out there amongst the red buds and the violets and the chickweed and the chickens. And hope to see you again on the Culture Plow. In the meantime, happy eating.